everyone, and welcome to my scrappy space. Today we are hopping along doing some organization, and I am going to approach my ephemera. Now this is not the ephemera that I have with my individual kits, like my hip kit and simple stories and then my collections. This is loose ephemera that I have in containers. And let me grab one. I'm going to insert a photo right here. And that is the second tier of my cart. Now I am finding that my cart is something that I am using, and I put it kind of over here by my window and then I move it back. And right now I have it right behind me, and I'm hoping that'll work because I really don't want it by my window due to sunlight, etc. So I have two of these. Let me grab the other one. And I do have these, and this is foam alphas. And these are some super old alphas. I'm putting these in my alphas. So just one sec. Okay, so this is my loose ephemera. What I want to do is I want to get all of my ephemera into little containers such as this. And this is Keeping It Real with Pink Fresh, and it's in one of these 5x5 CD sleeves. And I will list them below. A lot of people use them and they're on Amazon, but I will list them. But I like to put a piece of paper in there, and if I have the backing information, or not the backing information, excuse me, but the information, I'll slip that in, and then I have my ephemera. So what I plan on doing is just going through here. For one, I don't know what I have. I have no idea. And this is kind of a snowball effect, because I want to clean up my ephemera so that I can put it in my base pages so that I can start making more layouts with my base pages, because you guys know how I feel about my base pages right now. I am addicted. So I'm going to go through here, and you guys, now the florals, I know that I'm going to keep those, all of those. So those will just be put away. But I do have some, let's see, let me grab here. These are hip kit. I think this was with a, what do you want to call that? These were probably with a grab bag. And I just kind of want to look through. Okay, here's some simple stories. I should probably put that with my simple stories. Here are some words. Now that should not be in my ephemera. That should be in my words. But this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to kind of go through the ones that I think I will not use. I think I'm going to use all of those. Those I'm going to put in my simple stories. But I want to go through these because there are pieces like this. This acetate, I don't know that I would use all of it. Some of them are kind of cool though, like this one right here. I kind of like that one. But this stuff is a little difficult for me. So I want to be kind of brutal and just go through the pieces that I think I will not use. But this is how I'm going to store it. I would really love to get down to 2 containers, but this isn't all I have. So just a minute. I'm going to pick this up and show you what else I have. Now I also have this. This is a little box that I was working through. I started to do a series and I stopped because it had to do with heritage. So I started this heritage series, and 2 weeks later my father-in-law passed away, and he was very, very important to me, and so I quit doing that. And that was last August. Yes, last August. And I there's enough of it that I want to come back to it, and I'll probably end up starting that this fall. And this is the ephemera that I had pulled from it. Excuse me. So I do want to come back to it and address it. But I wanted to be just brutally honest and show you guys all the pieces that I have. Now, I do have some ephemera that is on 8.5 by 11s, and they were put into these page protectors because Miss Janet showed us how to store our ephemera where you could just flip through it. Now, I did that. I started going through all of that, and I am finding that since I put these in here, I have not looked at them since. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull them out of these binders. And I think I'm going to put these with page kits because I do like the fact that you can see these. and I want to leave them in the sleeves. Now, as far as Disney, I'll probably bless somebody with those because I don't think I'll ever go to Disney. And there are some ephemera pieces that I know I won't use. So I'm going to be brutal, guys, and I'm just going to basically keep the things that I love. So I'm going to go through this one. Now there are 3 of these. There's this one. I think this one's the fullest. And then I have this one. I don't think there's much in here. Oh, these are stickers. Okay, then I need to pull those. Some baby stuff, Easter stuff, some little camping stuff. Oh, which reminds me, I have 3 containers over against my wall in my closet. One of them is camping, one is fall, and one is travel. And I did go through there because I wanted to be honest. And I have like maybe 3 or 4 separate little ephemera kits. Most of them are stickers and is it thickers? No, not thickers, guys. And then die cuts, not die cuts. Chipboard pieces. And I'm just going to be really honest with my chipboard because I am not a fan of chipboard. And so I'm just going to really look at it. So these are stickers. So I probably put that in camping. I will tell you what I'm going to do with that. Haven't decided 100%. And then here is the other one. Now that started off with stickers, and now these are just ephemera. So basically these I am going to pull out of here, keep them on the sheets that are already here, and then I'm going to put these with some base pages and just start to utilize these. Just need to know what's in here. These are wedding ones. Some of these I don't think I'll ever use. And then now this is Maggie Holmes. So I really honestly want to put the Maggie Holmes with Maggie Holmes because she definitely has a distinct style and I'd like to keep it that way. See, I've used some, but not enough. Oh, look, did washi tape there. So, oh, look at those. Those are cute. And see, I can put that with my Bible journaling. That would be fun. So that is what I'm going to do with these. So that is going to kind of give you the base jump off of what I'm doing. But wait, there's more. And then the last, but not least, I have these little containers here. So I'm going to go through here. These are fussy cut. Doesn't matter if they're fussy cut or not. You guys, I have so much of this collection. I don't even know. I don't even know what I was thinking. I am finding it more and more and more. Yeah. And then here's a bunch of Jen Hatfield. And here's a bunch of Jen Hatfield, which I made some tags and stuff with that, and it was super fun. So maybe I should be doing some more of that. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and just start going through this. And I'm hoping to get it all in those 2 containers and maybe this one here. I pulled this one because I thought maybe if I had these standing up, I will definitely put some sheets in there so that they don't do that because I can't handle that. But I just need to be able to flip through it and look through it a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this giant project. I'm going into the living room. I'm watching Little House on the Prairie, if you can believe it. And I'm just going to start going through my ephemera and putting some stuff with my base pages as well, but you'll be seeing that in a different video. So I will be back and I will give you the final look at what everything is going on. Okay, I thought I would jump on here real quick and show you how I set up to start going through my ephemera. Now, yes, I'm going to put my ephemera in these little CD sleeves, but I also wanted to share with you guys that I set myself up. I have a little table behind my couch so nobody can see it, and I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I had the pieces already available for me. So I take an 8.5 by 11 piece of the heavier cardstock. I think you could buy a ream of it at Costco and it's not that expensive. So I just took 5 sheets and I cut it into 4 7/8. The reason I did 4 7/8 is because the CD sleeves are 5 by 5, and I always want to have a little bit of wiggle room, I guess, so that if there's a thicker amount of ephemera or whatever. And so the 4 7/8 is just the little line right behind the 5. That's all you have to remember. So I just take 5 sheets of 8.5 by 11, set myself up. I cut these. You're only going to get 2, but while you're there cutting those, go ahead and make some mats. Now I like to scrapbook in my 3x4 photos. And so what I do is I make these 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it gives me 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So now I have photo mats, and I actually now, after cutting all those up, have a nice little stack. So I just wanted to share with you guys that little process because it just sets you up for success. And then what I do, see, now I have a nice little pile of them, and I may not use all of these, but I have them ready to go. And then I just go through and I pop them in here. And like I said, if I don't, and see, look how snuggly that is already. And that's, you know, they say they're 5 by 5. So maybe they're 5 by 5 before they crimp them. Maybe that's it. So then I'm just going to go through and slide these in, and now I have everything ready. But I wanted to share with you my process in doing that. Now, I don't take this whole stack of all this ephemera. I take one of these. And I wanted to encourage you guys, because don't get overwhelmed with your ephemera. Be blessed that you have this amount, because right now that stuff is super expensive. You guys have a treasure trove of goodies. And so think of it as a blessing that you do have a lot. Some of you may not, some of you may, but don't get overwhelmed by it. I just want to encourage you guys that. And then here's my little mats. I'm going to stick them in here. So I just take a few and go through them. Am I going to get through this whole thing tonight? No. I'm going to get through some. I'm going to have a conversation with my husband. I'm going to watch my little movie. And if I get through a chunk of them because they're either something that I want all of it, or I'm just going to go through it, it's going to be quick and easy, okay? So I'm just going to go through, and what I get done, I get done. And then everything is neat and tidy. And then hopefully we will work to where all of this is nice and neat. So I'll be back. This went so much faster than I thought it was going to, you guys. I am so excited to have done this and to be done with it. Not that I was in a hurry to get it done. I thought that it would take me like an evening, you know, an hour or so to go through just a little chunk of those little sections. I went through both of those containers in one night. And I just sat there. I have a little stand by my TV, and I just kind of flipped through them. Like the florals, I knew I was going to keep all of those. And then the ones that I didn't know, I went through them and sorted them. And I only got like a little baggie. Show you. I got a little baggie, this one, and then I got another one, and it was not as full. And I put it with my oldest granddaughter's stuff that she can play with. And that's all. So I'm super excited to show you guys. But I wanted to talk about this first. So I thought this was all stickers and die cuts of this birthday party stuff, and it's not. This is a pretty thick little collection. I do like it, but a lot of it is the 6x4s that I cut up from the 6x6s and the 6x8s to have like a little birthday section. And this is going to go on my Project Life. My Project Life is going to be another organization little series, and I'm excited about that one as well. So this is going to go over there, but I wanted to share with you about this one. It's not what I thought it was. I thought it was all stickers and die cuts, and I was like, Donna, oh, girlfriend, I don't know what you're thinking. So I'm going to put that over with my Project Life. So I had 3 of these. One of them was full of stickers, and then the other 2 had various die cuts. And I was going to break all these down. I thought, no, I'm not going to break them down. I like that they're on these sheets, okay? And I thought to myself, okay, then why are you not using them? because they're not in front of me. That's why I'm not using them. They were over on a shelf. And I'm finding that I have to have things in front of me or I don't use them. Or I have to make a note about it. So I put all of them in here, and I didn't go through and pull these ones yet. What I'm going to do is, as I'm working through this, I will go through it. Now, like this one right here, I would probably be using this tag, maybe these little banners, maybe this piece. But other than that, I admit one maybe. But I'll probably just let my little grand have those. And then, but as I go through, I'll weed them out. I just wanted to be able to share with you guys. Oh, here is that birthday party stuff again. But I did find a 6x8 paper pad that is also by Pebbles, and I can use this with it as well. So I'm not too concerned about that yet. So I'm going to put this with my buckets of die cuts, and I'm excited to show you my buckets of die cuts, or should I say ephemera. Okay, so I have this, and it's pretty chunky, but it's okay. Okay guys, are you ready? Here it is. Oh, yay! I went through and I made sure that all of my little envelopes had the 4x7/8 piece of cardstock, and then I have them all in the sleeves, unless they were too big, such as these from Vicky Booten, and then I just went and got the bigger ones that I have, and I apologize, I don't know what size those are. But there's just a couple of those, and I put those in the back. Okay, I ran into something that I'm not quite sure how to store, and so if you guys can help me out, I would really appreciate it. What do you do with your photo corners? How do you keep them in your site to be using them? I thought if I put them here, since I'm going to be working through this, I would be able to use them more. So if you guys got a quick tip on that, I'd really appreciate it. And then also, these are super old, but I love them. I put these on some antique or some vintage, excuse me, layouts, and they're gorgeous. These are from Tim Holtz 2014, but they're really, really pretty. I don't know if I can you guys see those pretty good? Okay, sorry, the lighting's not the best, but anyhow. So I put those back here so that they're, you know, within my site, and I put those up here. So I just put them right behind the ephemera. So these are all the purchased ephemera that doesn't come with a kit or a collection, okay? And like I shared, a couple containers that have camping, fall, and travel in them. And we are going to be organizing those as well. And you'll see what's in there, but there's not as many die cuts in them. Okay, so all of my purchased ephemera is in here. And then I do have this little packet up front here. And this little packet up front here has labels and journaling spots. I didn't know how to organize them, but they are wonderful enough that I want to keep them. And I believe these are, I don't even remember who they're from, but I love them. I mean, look at these. They're great, you guys. Look at these journaling spots. So I put those in this little container, and I just put them up front here. So in this one, that's going on the little shelf there. And this one is all of my ephemera that has been pre-made or is a fussy cut. And I wanted to share with you guys what I do with my fussy cutting ones. Let's see here. What's a good example? Oh, here you go. So when I have a piece of paper that I would like to fussy cut, I try to do it while we're driving, because I don't know if you guys have seen the little meme about the wife being the helper when they're driving somewhere. That is me. I'm always helping my husband drive. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So what I started doing is when we would go on a trip or something like that, I would start cutting apart these, because I don't have to be super accurate, just, you know, splitting them apart. And then I'll just fussy cut when I need to. And sometimes I get burnt out on fussy cutting a floral or whatever. And so I'll just cut some of them, and then I'll throw the rest of them in the back. So I just wanted to share with you, that's what I usually do. See, just a couple. Here's a couple. And it works really well for me. And then also, it kind of makes me remember the kind of leaf that I want. And I'll sometimes take a note. I love to die cut leaves. So, but that is what is in here. And oh, I love it. Love it. Here are the ephemera that I made with Scraps to Embellishments with Miss Ginger. These are some my bestie made. These are some that Ginger sent me when we did a memory deck swap, which was so much fun. So that is what is in this container here. So I feel super good about my ephemera. These are going to go on the little shelf, and then I will be adding them to my base pages, and we will be going from there. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and subscribing and liking. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys don't mind giving me a thumbs up now, and also if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer anything for you. And please make sure to check out everybody who's playing along in this hop. I hope you guys have a super amazing day and you're out there making lots of memories. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.